Well, hello, friends. I know it's a Wednesday afternoon. It's 12:31 here on the West Coast, and I expected to have a very busy week. But as it happened, the thing I was working on went away unexpectedly, and so I have a free afternoon. And while I can think of a vast number of other things I would also enjoy doing, seeing, participating in, and so forth, this is my lot. So here we are, still in Wilmington, Delaware, where we landed a few days ago on our continuing 50-state trip. And we're headed off to Trenton for a full flight video. And this is going to be definitely one of my shorter flights, 67 miles. So this is going to be a quick one from Delaware, from Wilmington, Delaware, up to Trenton, New Jersey. And we may actually even do a second flight today from Trenton out to Long Island in New York. But in any event, let's get started here. We're headed out of Wilmington, and we're flying at just 15,000 feet, and we're headed to the RNAV runway 34 in Trenton, New Jersey. So let's get started. We already did the camera, excuse me. And then let's go ahead and get our engine started. What do you say? Left and right battery. Left and right gens. APU gen on. Fire up the APU. Let's get the recognition and anti-collision lights on. 12,000.
Departure frequency is 118.35, squawk 1445.
All right, we got our IFR clearance.
Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Climb up to 12,000 feet.
Take off runway 27 climb
Set,
and maintain 12,000.
set VS at 2,500.
118 decimal tree 5 squawk 1445.
Set climb out 195.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
APU's fired up. Let's go ahead and fire up the right engine.
21.7.
21.7, 3 Whiskey, good day. Okay, right engine's coming up. We'll open a fuel valve.
Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Calibrate our altimeter.
Cessna November, Tree
3025.
pushback request accepted.
Pedostatics on. Parking brakes released. Nav source set to GPS. Bearing 1, GPS. Speed bugs. VR 141. VY 195 as we already entered, and VAP is 139. Enter that all on. Set our wind options on the PFD to 2. And we're getting started. Minimums at Trenton are 520. Weather appears nice. Certainly beautiful day here in Wilmington, Delaware. Weather is 52 degrees. The sim shows, I don't know, they look like clear skies. There's some clouds out there in the distance. Don't back me up too far, Coaches. Okay, that'll do. Okay, that's good. Stop!
Wilmington ground, Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey requesting the end of pushback.
Oh, we're going off-roading.
Cessna November,
Okay.
Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey request to end pushback received.
It's kind of funny. All right. This is a medium GA spot, so we should be able to fit here. Let's zoom on the MFD. Okay, right engine's good to go. Let's do our left engine. Anyway, the sim is, I don't know, these look like blue skies to me. Some clouds out on the horizon. But live weather on my phone shows Wilmington, 52 degrees and partly cloudy. So we'll see if there's any issues regarding the weather servers. But the wind
Wilmington ground, Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree
is
Bravo
correct.
Whiskey with echo ready to taxi IFR.
Winds in real time are out of the west-northwest, and you see right here, 11 knots, west-northwest. 11 knots, west-northwest. So the winds are correct. All right.
Taxiing hold short runway 27 using taxi.
Taking off to the west, which is expected with a west-northwest headwind of 11 knots. Pretty windy. Okay, engines are good to go. We'll turn off our APU. Turn on our taxi light. And let's go, friends. Let's head off to Trenton, New Jersey, where I don't plan to stay. Try not to kick up too much grass as we get started here. Do a notch of flaps. There's a little AI goofiness here, wanting us to take this taxiway when we easily could take this one. Let's cut this car in half. There we go. Use those rudder pedals and toe brakes. We'll head off to Trenton. For what may be one of the shortest flights I've done. I think the shortest flight I did in the Longitude was KSNA to KLGB to Long Beach. I think that was 9 minutes. But this is still going to be a short one. We're headed to runway 27, taking off to the west. We will head initially northwest, so we're making a right turn after takeoff. And then we're going to head to the Hamor, H-A-M-O-R intersection, where we will then make a turn to the east-northeast towards the Arcum, A-R-C-U-M intersection. We'll be passed just north of Philly. And then we'll head east from there. And we will pass over the Delaware River. And then make a left turn at the Holey intersection, H-O-L-E-Y. And then a left turn at Zezib intersection. And in so doing, we will turn northwest for runway 34 on a northwesterly heading, which is a very short runway, 4,800 feet. So that could be interesting. But that's why we play this game, right? Interesting. Life should be interesting. Life should not always be easy.
Wilmington Tower Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey at runway 27 ready for departure IFR to Trenton.
Landing lights on, pulse lights on, taxi lights off, tail flood, wind inspection. 312 at 19er. It's not really at 19er, it's 11 gusting to 19er. We're clear for takeoff, runway 27, 3 West Bay. Alright, let's go.
Entered runway 27, 7,200 feet remaining.
Yeah, 4,800 foot long runway will be very interesting to land on. It's within the parameters of this aircraft, but it will be tight. Not a lot of room to float, so. Alright, here we are, friends. Lined up and ready to go. We're going to actually fly out on nav mode, but I'm still going to sync our heading bug in an abundance of caution. Alright, we got our climb out VS set at 2,500 and 195. Altimeter is calibrated 3027. We'll be climbing up to 12,000 feet, and we'll zoom out on the MFD. We do have our flaps 1, and we'll set our timer. Start our timer, I should say. Alright, friends, here we go. Off we go to Trenton on another adventure. Sock looks good, by the way, I should just have to point out. Consistent with winds on the airfield. Alright, friends, let's go. And bear with me on the ITT alarm. Hoping they may fix it on the next release. We'll see. And we're rolling. Airspeed's alive. Airplane's pulling to the right just a bit, as you'd expect, with a slight crosswind about our 2 o'clock. 80 knots and 100 knots. 120, 130, 140, and rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Autopilot's Engaged. Auto throttle.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Making that right turn,
Philadelphia departure on 118
as expected.
Good day.
Set 200. On our climb out now, actually.
118.35.
Landing
Cessna
lights
3 Bravo Whiskey.
off.
Philadelphia departure Cessna
Gonna keep our flaps out for now.
Bravo Whiskey is at 1,100 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
Fantastic. Oh, our shadow. Look at that.
Number 343 Bravo Whiskey. Philadelphia departure. Altimeter 30
Sweet.
27. Continue to hammer as planned.
All right. There's the Delaware Memorial Bridge that we flew over on our approach. It looks a little fucked up, but a lot of the bridges in the sim are. There's Wilmington proper. All right, I would rather go slower, but climb faster. So we're going to climb at 3,000 feet because this flight is so short. I'd like to get up to 15,000 feet sooner rather than later. But actually, you know what? This aircraft's high performance enough. Let's set 220. It's such a high performance aircraft. It's going to be able to get up to 15,000 in like 5 minutes, honestly. But I'd expect us to receive our descent instructions probably in the next, I don't know, 5 minutes. Go ahead and set our approach, our heading bug rather, for the approach course of 338.
Departure chrono 1025 is passing 4,500 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
338.
1025 Philadelphia departure.
Okay.
Altimeter 30.27. Continue as planned.
So, interestingly, our approach, or our course right now that we're on, just by coincidence, happens to be the exact same approach course we're going to have when we're on short final. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and up it to 230. It's going well so far, though. I've started to feel spoiled. We haven't had to deal with any CTDs. I mean, I should probably keep my mouth shut because that might very well happen on this flight. But weather in Trenton, sunny, 54 degrees. And winds out of the northwest at 1-2. So that's consistent with our 3-4 runway approach course. It's at 240 as we close in on 10,000 feet. We're at 8,500 feet right now.
The 3 Bravo Whiskey, contact New York Center on 135.45. Good day.
3545, 3 Whiskey. Good day.
Going to 135.45 Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
New York Center, it's 343 Bravo Whiskey at 9,400, climbing 12,000.
feet.
I almost said 12,000, but
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey, New York Center, altimeter 30.27. Continue to hammer as planned.
all right. Let's headed to Hammer. There's Hammer right there. I'll show you. Well, actually, let me bring up the VFR chart.
Cessna 556, you are 40 miles west.
There's Hammer.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
There's the right turn.
Runway 34 approach via Holy transition.
Oh,
Holy.
somebody else is landing.
American 488 traffic is
Cleared to Holy. I'm actually listening to somebody getting cleared
Destination
to Trenton.
26.775.
I'm already getting Betty telling me the destination date is. That looks fantastic.
American 488
Passenger view.
inside.
It's a pretty good right bank.
Maintain 15,000 feet.
Up to 15,000, 3 OSK.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect RNAV runway 34 approach via Holy transition cleared to Holy Cessna 556.
Yeah, Cessna 556 is
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
clear to the Holy Transition. The Holy Transition is what we're going to be flying over here in a few minutes as we get ready for our approach into Trenton, New Jersey.
Generic Charlie Trade 5 contact New York.
Bring that VFR map back up.
625.
Here's our approach, okay? Here is Zezib. 2,200 feet at Zezib. Hama, 1,800 feet at Hama. That's our FAF, our final approach fix. And then Gekek, or Gesek, 880 feet. Distance between Zezib and Hama is 6.2 nautical miles. Distance between Hama. Well, there you go. We barely even got up to 15,000 feet. All right. Well, we never. Okay, down to 5,000 through Whiskey. A lot of air traffic. You can hear that without any issues. I mean, it's busy, busy, busy. Local time 346.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
All right, friends. Set our VS minus 1,800. Showing 59 miles left on this. ForeFlight computed our total distance a little bit different just because of the approach fixes and so forth. Let's get a little more speed out of this baby while we still can. We're still above 10,000. I have said on previous videos, you heard me, that we were going to be dealing with short flights because in New England as part of our 50-state tour. 32.525 through Whiskey. Get it.
New York Center, generic November 58 140 is passing 3,700 feet, descending 2,500 feet.
Zoom out.
Generic November 58 140 in New York Center.
Just change the frequency, dude.
Continuous planned.
Going to 132.525 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Washington Center is 343 Bravo Whiskey, 13.5 descending 5,000.
Is passing 13,600 feet, descending 5,000 feet.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey, Washington Center, altimeter tree 0.25, continue to Arkham as planned.
Arkham. Anyway, total distance on this approach is 11.2 nautical miles. From here, from Zezib to the airport.
Generic Charlie Tree 5, contact Philadelphia.
And it's an RNAV.
Tree decibelate. Good day.
Passenger, don't be alarmed by the strong right turn, darling. A lot of blue sky on the left. Coming up on Philly. Philly's just out there. Unclear as to... Weather looks good, by the way. Unclear as to how... Stand by.
Descend and maintain 2,200 feet. Expect RNAV runway tree 4 approach by a Holy transition. Clear to Holy.
See, here I am also being cleared to Holy. 2,200 is the published approach altitude for Zezib. Based on that published approach plate, we're supposed to be at 2,200 feet at Zezib, and as I said, 1,800 feet at Hama, the FAF.
426 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles.
All right, regrettably, we do have to start slowing down.
700. Report them in sight.
United, look on the lookout for us.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, traffic is 3 o'clock.
Now we're on the lookout for United.
1,100 feet.
It's out to our right.
Report them in sight.
I don't see them, but I'll tell you I see them.
Whiskey, contact Washington Center on 124.775.
24775, 3 Bravo Whiskey, get it. Where is that United?
124.775 for Cessna
Where
Tree
is he?
Bravo Whiskey.
You see him? Oh, there he is.
Center, Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo
Way
Whiskey
above
is
us.
at 10,000 feet, descending 2,200 feet.
All right. You see that right there? That's that guy. I'm going to shallow out the descent rate just a bit here because we're still hauling ass. Showed a 250 or 26 knots indicated. Anyway, just north of Philly right now. Let's see if we see... always the wrong side. There it is. There, well, it's not drawing it very well because it's so far out. But you can kind of see down Philly. Oh, shit. Never brought the goddamn flaps in. How embarrassing. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed and embarrassed. There's downtown Philly right there. I'm ashamed and embarrassed. I actually remember saying I would bring in the flaps and never did. What a disgrace.
November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey is passing 8,400 feet, descending 2,200 feet.
I'm going to shallow out even more here, down to 1,200 feet per minute. Just ignore him. He'll stop in a second. I think. Yeah. There we go. All right, well, we're headed to Holy. I'm so disgusted with myself that I forgot to retract the flaps. What a disgrace. No, I have no patience for such unprofessionalism. Well, it is what it is. Anyway, we we might have to get our girl checked out by maintenance. We were flying at 300 knots with a 1 degree of flaps deployed. That ain't good. Well, what can I say? Shit happens. A couple of screenshots. Well, it's a nice, beautiful fall day down here in New England. Well, I guess technically we're not in New England. We're still landing in New Jersey. But anyway, this is all going well right now. We're at 29 miles to destination on this route, 6,300 feet. Let's continue slowing. What's that, 220? Anyway, after I land in Trenton, I'll take a short break. Maybe have lunch, and then head out. I want to head out to Long Island. I was thinking about going to Montauk. Anybody ever see that movie or that TV show on Showtime, The Affair? Anyway, it was in part anyway centered. Oh shit, they're canceling IFR. Well, we'll deal with that. Anyway, it was centered in Montauk in many parts of it, so I want to go to Montauk. But I may not be able to get this airplane on to Montauk. I don't know if there's an airport in the area. We'll figure all that out later. Anyway, 25 miles out, 5,200 feet. We'll shallow out. 700 feet. We're going to... at least it's only canceling IFR in VFR conditions. That's good. Of course, I don't want it to cancel VFR at all, but if it's going to, it's at 200 knots. If it's going to cancel IFR, please only do it when the conditions are VFR, and that's what we're dealing with today. Which is, in other words, don't cancel IFR unless it's a beautiful day. Or at least I can see the ground. Solar panels! And I can see the ground perfectly today on this beautiful fall day here in the east. Okay, we're coming up on Zezib. Once we get to Zezib, we're going to make a left turn, and then we're on final for one of my shorter flights. 21 miles, 4,400 feet. I'm going to shallow us out even more. You generally wouldn't want to be... you want to be about 6,000 feet using the 3-to-1 rule. Want to be about 6,000 feet at 20 miles, and we're at 2,000, or we're at 4,200, headed to 2,200, which is where we want to be when we get to Zezib. So that leads you to ask, well, how far are we from Zezib? 2 minutes and 9 seconds, as is evinced here on the MFD, specifically 7 miles, 7.1 nautical miles from Zezib, which is just fine. Just fine. Go ahead and depressurize. And we'll put our landing lights on. Can't believe I forgot to retract the flaps. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. I wish I got some sort of alarm, or if not an alarm, at least an indication, like right here. That's some sort of annunciator that told me that that was the case, but it's all right. All right, we're coming up on Zezib, and we can increase our descent rate a little bit more, 900 feet per minute, so that we're no lower than 2,200 feet at Zezib, from which we are now 80 seconds. Now we're at 3,700 feet, descending at 900 feet per minute. That would put us at about 2,800 feet when we get to Zezib, which is fine. Remember, it's an 11.2 mile final, so in theory, at 10 miles out, you'd want to be at 3,000. Airport elevation at Trenton is 213 feet. So you'd want to be at 3,213 feet, ballpark, at 10 miles out. But the approach plate has us No lower than 2,200 feet, it says it. So we're just absolutely fine. We're at 3,100 feet, doing 204 knots. And we're going to turn left to get on final. Highways down there look great. Don't see any cars on them. Maybe the zombie apocalypse has finally happened. A little golf course, I think I just noticed. Yeah. Nice. Hit the links. All right, we'll slow us down to 190.
Landing gear.
Oh, now I'm seeing cars. Nice. No zombie apocalypse. Oh, that looks like a solar field or solar panel field. All right, we're on final, friends. So we're going to go ahead and slow us down. We're 11 miles out. It's at 180. Looks like there's some aircraft in front of us. Shallow out our descent rate slightly. 10 miles out, 2,000. Actually, we're leveling off at 2,200 feet. All right, we'll go ahead and set our altitude selector just above MINS at 600 feet so we don't stop descending. Continue our descent at this time. Hopefully there's no traffic conflicts that slow us down even more. .7 miles out now, so we're going to go ahead and put down our flaps. Hopefully they're still working since I fucked them up. Good. Now we'll go ahead and go outside. We'll put down our gear. Beautiful, huh? Beautiful. Looks great. Okay, let's continue slowing. Gears down. Let's do another notch of flaps. Set our approach speed, 139. Just 6.1 nautical miles out now. Set 139. Coming in over Trenton. Go ahead and do full flaps now. Looks great. Oh, those cars are really moving. Jesus. Looks like a police pursuit. Okay, we're coming in over Trenton now. Downtown. Zoom in on the MFD. Full flaps. Gears down.
500.
Calling 500. Shallow out our descent rate. Since we're too far out to be at 500 feet, we're just going to stop our descent. But the RNAV is cooperating, showing us a little low, which is correct.
500.
Ooh, we're giving these people in these office buildings an air show. That's fun. Well, it's going to keep giving us this 500 alarm. Where's this RNAV? Why isn't this RNAV dropping? Come on. It's not dropping. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can drag it up a little bit. There's the airport, dead ahead. Oh, it just reset. Oh boy, you're killing me. Kills me when the RNAV is not reliable. We're gonna keep getting that 500 alarm. Let's engage the APPR.
500.
There's the runway. We got reds on the Vasi, not surprisingly. Now it should grab GP. Here, 2 miles out. There he goes. Grabbed it. Okay. So we came in a little low on that one, friends.
Runway 34.
Auto throttle. Disconnect.
500.
Okay, friends. Here we go. Autopilot. I have the airplane. Airspeed's 139. That's just where it's supposed to be. Got white and red on the Vasis now. Well, the people in those office buildings got to see a Longitude up close. Look at the bright side. Runway 34 confirmed. Center line. Short runway, plant it, 1,000-foot markers. There we go. Okay, spoilers. Oh, spoilers up. Winds are coming right at us. Reversers are on. Come on, guys. There we go. All right, not a lot of runway to work with, but we're passing the 1,000-foot markers right now, and we're just fine. I think we're actually going to be able to make this first turn. Wow. Man, can this thing land short. Welcome to Trenton for the shortest flight ever. See if I should have gone right or left. Well, there you go. That was exciting. Okay. Bringing those spoilers. Go back inside. Stop our timer. Why did I get a handoff? Oh shit! IFR got canceled. And I never. These short flights, man. Okay, let's cancel IFR now. Now that we've landed. And let's go. You guys, I don't edit this stuff. You guys get to see everything, good, bad, and ugly. Flaps retracted. Am I going to be able to get ground? Class D airspace. No. How about ground? Trenton. Ground. No, I don't want Class D airspace. Okay. Anyway, we're just going to park this time anywhere we like. And we're going to turn off our landing lights, turn on our taxi lights, turn off our pulse lights, turn off our pedostatic. These short flights, my friends, they are tricky because you just have to deal with everything and in a very short amount of time. We had our IFR flight plan canceled, and what I typically would have done would have been to have contacted the tower and gotten permission to land. So we just landed without we landed without clearance. So I'm sorry. That's terrible. Okay, we're gonna park right here. I'm gonna pretend that this is our parking space. That you will forgive me for my indulgences. But this looks like as good a parking space as any. But I don't have our guy to guide us in. Let's look outside. All right, well, at least the plane fits in this space. There's something to be said for that. All right, friends. Right engine. And lights. Shortest flight ever. Just 21 minutes, wheels up to getting off the runway. Kill the left engine. Let's see if we drop the desktop. Or not to the desktop. To the logbook. Okay, yeah, 20 minutes and 1 second from Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware, to Trenton, New Jersey, as we continue our 50-state ongoing tour. I hope that you'll forgive the anomalous incidents on this one, the failure to retract flaps fully, and the minor issue of landing without landing clearance. It is what it is, right? I knew this might be an issue on these super short flights just because there's so much to do and so little time to do it. But anyway, thanks for joining us, and I hope I'll see you again actually shortly, perhaps, as we head off to Montauk or places near. As much as I am looking forward to my New England tour, I won't mind having flights longer than 20 minutes just because there's a little more time to collect your thoughts. Anyway, I hope you're doing okay, and thanks for watching.